Maxim avoids going out these days.
I live in a permanent state of stress and anxiety, monitoring telegram channels to work out how I can get from A to B without getting drafted.
Various telegram channels show where military recruiters are, and also videos of their alleged abuses.
They're chasing people like dogs, and now they're proposing to block people's bank accounts. So either you can't buy bread, or you go to the front where you theoretically earn money, but who knows when you'll come back, if ever. They're drafting ordinary people with no military skills whatsoever. You can't train someone in a month.
Soldiers in this battalion are keen to dispel such fears.
We also didn't know anything. We had no idea about war, most of us. But now we offer all our guys psychological help and support so they understand that the army is not the horror story that gets spread among civilians, where they just grab you, put you in uniform, give you a machine gun, and send you to the front line to die.
This battalion places great emphasis on adequate training, which continues on the job in Donbass. With enlistment rates way down, the officers here hope to attract the best recruits by projecting an image as a good, modern place to serve.
I've heard some units are still openly Soviet-style. Not here, thank God.
In other battalions, some people don't even know their unit leaders. Here you can go and see the commander, shake his hand, and he'll talk to you like a friend.
We set off ourselves to do just that, accompanied by the newest man here.
Including my training, this is my third month. My impressions from the army are very positive. Lots of great and dependable guys.
He enlisted voluntarily, but says he knows people back home who are reluctant.
Those videos where you see draft officers shoving people into their vans by force, they're not very good for the mobilization process. When ordinary guys see that, they get even more afraid.
We started a recruiting campaign to encourage people to join us by choice. We want to attract those who are joining the army of their own free will. But mobilization is also necessary. If someone doesn't know what he wants, yes, compulsory mobilization is unavoidable.
I put it to him that some people seem pretty clear that they don't want to serve, like Maxim, whom we met in Kiev.
In the end, he'll be ashamed. We're going to win. We will win, peace will come, and as for him...
Yet as Ukraine struggles to pass a law aimed at drafting more men, the attitude of people like Maxim has found some advocates in parliament.
We cannot have repressive forced mobilization in Ukraine. People will enlist, but they must have proper training. And in the meantime, only those already competent to handle weapons, that is, law enforcement officers, can urgently replace those who need rotation.
Yulia Tymoshenko may not be the popular leader she once was, but she's not alone. Numerous politicians have taken similar stances, much to the frustration of Roman Lozinski, an MP who's also serving in the army himself.
Every time I come back to Kyiv, I hear these discussions. How about we talk it over another month? Ukraine is fighting a war of independence. There are no simple solutions, like sending more police officers or prosecutors to the front. Plenty of police are already fighting. We can't afford to play political games or compete for popularity ratings with something like this.
Meanwhile, across town, Oksana's husband Andriy is on the front line. Their baby is due in March. She says swimming helps her keep calm.
It's when I sit at home without any work to do or any appointments. That's when the bad thoughts come. It's a girl. We'll call her Mariana. Andriy hasn't seen me pregnant, only on video.
The couple manage to speak most days, but the news is not always reassuring.
Офігеть, нащо ти мені таке розказуєш? Я ж починаю нервничати.
And the phone has its limits.
Навіть ті ж пологи, я хочу, щоб ми
I would like us to be together for the birth, but they won't give him permission.
Останній раз ми бачились літом.
We haven't seen each other since the summer. They won't even let him come up for a weekend, because they haven't got enough people.
Andriy's unit is fighting in the Bakhmut area.
When I go on a mission, I call and say I'll be offline for 2 or 3 days. And she, for those 2 or 3 days, can barely sit still. So the question of mobilization is absolutely crucial. It's time for society to realize this. So get your thoughts together, guys, and help us out here because it's tough.
Most Ukrainian soldiers have had fewer than 10 days leave in the past year.